What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gerald from Bank of Gerald here with another video update. Today is Friday the 13th, 2022. And I want to do a quick little follow-up video about what went on yesterday in Eminifx. What I did have the opportunity to get on a Zoom call, and I understand that the link that I shared with you guys, or the information that I shared with you guys, is not the link that they use for this Zoom call. I got this Zoom call link through their Telegram group, and I'm gonna, at the end of this video, I'm gonna go ahead and put all the information I have for everything that they have in the description. I'm gonna do this one time because a lot of people said they didn't get the right information, or they're not in the Telegram group, or this or that or the third. So I want to put it up there to just give it one time, and then I want to talk about a little bit from what I remember about the call last night. Before I get started, I want to remind you all, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, and I am not your financial advisor. I'm just a dude on YouTube showing you guys how I'm cranking out that crypto in many different platforms. Now, nothing more than that and nothing less than that. If you like this content, though, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you want to be updated and notified about everything going on here, BOJ, hit the notification bell as well. So last night there was a call. There was a call at 9 o'clock Eastern, and it was from the young lady that we usually see in the pre-calls. I think her name is Sophia. And she pretty much ran the call, and from the beginning of the call, there's, of course, a lot of upset people at this time. There's a lot of angry people at this time. There's a lot of people that have seen the news of Eddie Alexandre and that saw him, saw that he was arrested yesterday. There was an article that I shared with you all yesterday explaining kind of what happened, what he has been allegedly charged with. He has not been convicted of it yet. I want to mention that, but it is alleged that he's involved with wire fraud and there's something else. But anyway, I left that link up for you guys to see. So when I posted that yesterday, people had their mixed emotions. A lot of people said, just pray for Eddie. And I second that. We should all pray for Eddie. We should also pray for everybody that is involved in this platform. I don't wish ill will on nobody, even though some of y'all hate on me. I don't wish ill will on anybody, especially not someone who over the past few months has really put something together that has changed a lot of people's lives out there for the better. They said that he was spending money on the rental space of the office, which I'm sure all of you already know that already. They said he had a Mercedes-Benz, and I mean, why not? You're the CEO of a company. Why not? The problem becomes a problem when you're not doing what you say you're going to do with the money that we are entrusting the platform with and the people behind the platform. So Ms. Sophia got on the Zoom call last night. And of course, I was in the middle of something else. I wasn't in a space that I could focus, so I'm going to give you the best that I can. The first thing that she said, well, one of the things that she said was the number that is the support number. It is now a number that is linked somewhere else. And I believe that number is a number that you can call and stay on the phone with if you would like to exit the club and receive your money back. If that is the route that you want to take, I believe that is the number to call to do that, if I'm not mistaken from what she said. She also said that they're going to be keeping us updated. They are working with the federal government to see what happened, to see what went wrong. A lot of people speculate that it's because of the banks. There are some people that speculate that it's because of how popular it's gotten. I've had a group of people say that it's because I made it hot. There are some people out there that believe that because I found this platform, or this platform was shared with me, and that I decided to share it on my channel just like I do everything else, that I made it hot. And these people also thought that I should just stop talking about these things and let people just make their money. Just let people make their money, right? Right. So I want to remind everyone that she said that this platform was not closed because of any one person promoting the platform. And the platform is not closed. It is the CEO who was arrested. Now, I've had some people write in the comments that he's posted bail. I'm not sure if that was something that was mentioned on the call last night. I didn't hear that part. But what I did hear is that Mr. Eddie Alexandre will be addressing us himself, pretty soon. They don't have a timetable of when. They said that they will not be trading at this time for the next few days. They're going to be at a standstill. And that's a quote, all right? They're going to be at a standstill for a few days. Some people put in the comments that they have already received their 9.97% returns for the week. If that is you, congratulations. If that's what you want to do to withdrawal or redeposit, if you're able to stay patient with the website, then cool. She did mention as well that they know that the website is slow. They were planning on finishing their update in the next week. But, of course, all of this happened. So we don't know the timetable. They don't know the timetable. But they said they will be in communication with us all like they have been. I appreciate them getting out in front of this. I know a lot of you may be asking for a replay to the call. I don't have one at this time. But you guys know how I roll. If I get some information that I feel like you can go and look at on your own, I will do a video, let you guys know that I have that information, and I'll leave it in the description below. That's just kind of how I roll. There was an article placed on Behind MLM about this particular incident, and there is a picture of me on that article. And I'm going to pull it up real quick just so you guys can see it. But while I'm pulling it up, I want to remind you that I am not in any part other than being an investor in this platform, a person that has decided to put his crypto into this platform. I am not a part. I'm not a part of the background. I'm not a part of the front ground. I'm not a part of no ground. The only ground that I have is my own personal investment. And I personally have invested over $100,000. So if any of you think you're so smart that you got me figured out and you think that I would put that much money into a platform just to see it go away, just to talk about it on purpose and bring attention to it so it goes away. Some of y'all don't really know me, and that's okay. It shows in what you say that you don't know me, and I don't take too much offense to it, but sometimes I got time for y'all. So anybody that has an issue with how I present, what I'm presenting, if you don't like that I'm talking about platforms that you're in and you think I'm making it hot for you, don't watch, because I'm going to make you sick. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep talking about my experiences in these platforms. I'm going to keep doing it. So if it's not something that you want to watch, I just advise all of you that feel that way to just unsubscribe. It's okay. I promise you that I'm not going to cry about you unsubscribing if that's what you choose to do. All right? I just had to put that out there because, you know, when platforms have issues, that's when people get beside themselves and start talking crazy, especially when we call them Twitter fingers, even though we're not on Twitter. We call them Twitter fingers because they won't say that stuff to you in real life. They will never say that stuff to you in person. If they had an opportunity to meet you, they'd probably be like, oh my God, it's you. But behind the walls of a computer, they get the confidence to start spewing stuff that just sounds crazy. So sometimes I got time for y'all, sometimes I don't. But anyway, I wanted to address this Behind MLM, and y'all know I'm not the biggest Behind MLM fan, so I'm not going to give it all the glory here. But y'all see my face right here, right? And this is from May the 5th or 6th or whatever. They said May 6th here. I have May 5th on my video that they posted a picture of my face. And this is when I added another 50K. It doesn't really say anything about me in this website or whatever. But it has a lot of information on what happened. So if you guys want to check that out, you guys can go find it on your own. I'm not leaving the link to this crap. I don't leave the links to Behind MLM. That's just no, I don't do that. Anyway, so just a little recap. There was a call last night. It was at 9 p.m. Sophia, I believe is her name, got on camera, and she was talking about how, of course, we all know what's going on. We all know Mr. Eddie was arrested. Federal government put out a article on it. It's got to Yahoo Finance. She has told us that they are working with the federal government to resolve the issue. If people want to take their money out, that is their choice. They have the opportunity to do that. I believe you have to call that support number that has been there. A lot of you have tried to call it already and it's redirected you somewhere else. What I received from the call last night is that number is so that you can decide if you want to get your money out or not. I could be wrong. I haven't called it, but that's what I was told. They also said that Mr. Eddie will be addressing us personally himself. So we look forward to that day as well, that he decides to come out and do that. But as of right now, I don't have any details of when that's going to happen. They said trading is going to be at a standstill. Some people have already said that they've received their 9.97% for the week already. More power to them. I have not gotten my website to fully load just yet, so we'll wait on that to see if that's happened for me or not. So we talked about that. They're requesting patience while they figure this thing out and try to work this thing out. And of course, I don't leave my link about this, out there anymore because I got in trouble for that already. So I don't get any special treatment. I was blocked at one point too because I was recklessly sharing my link with people, and that's just a part of the program. That's part of the platform that I had to learn. Some people think I'm making it hot. To be quite honest, I don't care if you think I'm making it hot. This is not necessarily about you at all. This is about me. This is about my journey. This is about what I'm involved in. This is about the different platforms that I decide to put my money in. And the only reason that you're even able to comment on my video is because I have decided to share that with the world. Because I've decided to share that with the world, I understand the kind of backlash that comes, especially when people are upset about fallen platforms that they are involved into. And I just want to remind all of you that I am not a part of this platform in any back office type of way or behind the scenes type of way. I'm just a YouTuber. I'm just an investor. And this is a platform that I was involved in. And we're going to be talking about updates as we receive them. I'll give you guys all the information that I have. Telegram groups and all that stuff, contact information. I'm going to leave a group link at the end of this video in the description so you guys can go and check that out on your own. Pull whatever you can from it, whatever information you can get from it. Direct people to this video if they don't have access to this information, because I'm not going to continue to put this stuff up here. I'm trying to figure if there's anything else I need to say. I think that's it. If I think of anything else, I'll come back later. All right. With that being said, put your 2FA on all the platforms that will allow you and all your wallets, because crypto is indeed the wild, wild west. And if you ain't strapped, you're bound to get hacked. Ask me how I know. It's not very fun at all. If you like this content, hit subscribe. If you want to be notified about everything going on here at BOJ, make sure you hit the notification bell as well. This is just another quick Eminifx update. And the last thing I want to say, I understand that everyone is going through right now. Everyone. There could be some people that are just finding my channel because of Eminifx is having issues. I preach all the time, never ever put anything in any platform that you are not willing to lose, okay? That is a golden rule in this space. So if you did not know that, please internalize that right now, because if you don't, you'll find yourself in a world of hurt every single time these platforms go away. You're not going to get the timing right every time. You're not going to make a profit every single time. Especially if you're just a passive earner. If you're not sharing these opportunities with people, then sometimes you're going to lose, all right? But remember, if you never put in more than you're willing to lose, then you'll be okay mentally. You should be able to handle it. Now, if you bet the barn and you put all your funds in one platform and, it goes away or the CEO gets arrested, then you have an issue. I advise you all talk to your families. This was something that even they said on the call yesterday. Talk to your families. A lot of you were relying on Eminifx to maintain, and there may be an issue with that right now. So you have to figure out a new plan to move forward. My plan has always been to be diversified, be well spread out, never put all my eggs in one basket, and that is what has saved me over my course of time in this space. So please take heed, be responsible, don't bet the barn. Only take money you're willing to lose. Put your 2FA on all the platforms that you have, wallets and all that great stuff. Crypto is the wild, wild west. If you like the content, hit subscribe. You want to be notified, hit the bell. And I'll see y'all in the next video. This is an Eminifx update. Peace out.